What made it tough to generate offense tonight?
Just puck play. I think doesn't break out, doesn't work today. We just lots of time just check the puck, and can get the speed and doesn't put the puck on the goal line and doesn't get any forecheck, and just tough game for us.
Saad was saying that they were clogging up the neutral zone and making that difficult. Is that what you saw? Or?
I don't think so. I just think it's not the best game from us, and for sure if we give up the goal right away, and it's kind of changed the game. But we just gotta play better and be more quicker, and put the puck behind like we played couple games before, and generate offense from goal line.
Pavel, what a stretch for forwards in this home stretch. Matthews, Kucherov, Keller tonight, Ovechkin in 2 days, and then Pastrnak. Just defensively as forwards, what's the key to staying the course?
Just be smart. You know who you play against, and just don't make kind of punt plays. Just be defensively solid. Know who against, and you will be fine. It's no difference than any other guys.
What are you seeing on that play, setting up Jordan?
Just finally get the puck with a little bit of speed and find a way how to make a play, and still remember how to play hockey. So make a play, he scored a goal, happy for him.
Does that help you personally? I mean, get going.
We'll see the next game. I just feel like I'm cruising in the middle. It doesn't affect in the game a lot, so just trying to do my best and defensively and play against top guys.
Brandon, what made it difficult tonight to generate offense?
I think we were just a little sloppy with the puck. They do a good job of clogging up the neutral zone. They got a lot of speed and skill going the other way, so I think we just got stubborn with it and didn't get pucks in deep.
Was it just getting it over the blue line, just puck placement into the offensive zone wasn't good enough? Or
Yeah, exactly. They do, like I said, a good job of holding the blue line and turning pucks over, and for us it's just keeping it simpler and getting pucks in below the goal line and getting to work, but we didn't seem to generate any forecheck tonight.
Brandon, in a game like tonight, when it comes down to the wire, what's the key to turning the page when a good team like Washington's coming into town?
Yeah, it's a reset. Obviously we're disappointed tonight, but that's the way the league goes. You play so many hockey games, and you just kind of reset and focus and regroup for Saturday.
Drew, just the ending aside, it just didn't seem like you were able to generate a lot of offense tonight.
I think the first thing that stood out to me was just our forecheck. We didn't put pucks into areas that we were able to get pressure on it. When we did, our second guy was late arriving, and it was too easy for them to break out. We didn't put enough pressure on their defense early on when they went down to 5 to really generate much ozone time.
Is that structure effort?
It has nothing to do with structure. I mean, we haven't changed anything since 2 games ago. So,
as far as breakouts, were your breakouts a lot more difficult tonight than?
Well, I think when you're going back for pucks more than you should be, it becomes tedious on your D, and when you're down to 5 at one point, you're asking a lot of your D to constantly go back to get pucks, especially when, whether you're not putting into areas to get on the forecheck or you're turning it over at the offensive blue line. When you're constantly breaking out, you're going to have some issues at times.
What did you change 2 games ago?
With what?
Structure-wise?
Nothing. He asked me if we. Yeah.
Coach, tonight's the first loss in a stretch where there's so many world-class forwards coming into town, like Austin Matthews, Kucherov, Keller, Ovechkin coming up, and then Pastrnak after that, and many other forwards. What's the key defensively to just stay in the course in a tough loss like tonight?
Well, recognition of what we do well, and when we're playing the way we need to, we have success, and you're able to play through, the skill on the other team. But when you allow the skill on the other team to, get up and get going and let them have space and let them play with the puck, then it becomes very difficult.
Jordan,
He said he needs to be more direct on that play in the third period. How did you see that?
I mean, as a team, we have to recognize that we hadn't played well for 55 minutes of the game, and we're in a 2-2 game, and we just have to push that to overtime.
As far as Buchnevich, the play he makes on that Kyrie goal is a sign of maybe coming back to his game. I think, he was strong on his stick. He was able to win a puck battle. It was something that we hadn't done a lot of throughout the game, but stays on the puck, is able to come up with it, and then he finds Jordan, and it's a tie game. But at the end of the day, it's, a loss is a loss. So.
I know we can ask about it week after week. What the power play is in a few minutes tonight.
Yep.
Shots on goals.
Yeah, I think before that, I thought we had some really quality chances. It's not always going to click. Obviously, we've been toying with different units, so, getting the touches are important, but, again, playing direct and getting pucks to the net and simplifying our game, and that seems to be, a little bit of an issue with our power play right now, and we'll get it back on track.
In a game like tonight where it really comes down to the wire, how do you balance the learning process, but also trying to flush it out and realize that a good team like Washington's coming to town on Saturday?
Yeah, I think it's just a maturing process. Like I said, as a team, we have to recognize that we hadn't played well. In a 2-2 hockey game, we were lucky to be where we were, and just get it to overtime. And that to me is just recognition as for the whole group. Where we are in the game, how we played. Let's just make sure we get the point out of it and get to extra time.
Is that a bad break for Parayko, Drew? I mean, it looks like he played that 2-on-1 about as well as you can. Right?
Yeah. It's just a bad bounce, but at the end, it shouldn't be in there at that point.
Pio, I know you don't want to miss him for 17 minutes, but are you?
Yeah, I thought it would 100%. Yeah, he's sticking up for a teammate, and that's something that we've seen from our team this year, and want to continue to see that.
You had Dylan back out there. Was after a scary night the other night, was it back to normal, everything?
Yeah. I think that's probably a question for Dylan, but I know, seeing him yesterday, he had a hard bike ride, and then he was out this morning on the ice and pushed himself, and he seemed to feel good going into the game. So, and he was cleared by the doctors, so he wanted to play, and we want to have him out on the ice for us.
That first goal was just kind of a fluky play, or is that something that you could have done differently?
Again, I think our brains were turned off for whatever reason. I don't know why. That play shouldn't have happened. The D beat us up the ice, and we got puck focused and not watching, checking our responsibilities, and a little bit of a fluky goal. But if we're doing our jobs, that goal doesn't happen.
Anything you saw in that second one that could have been done better as well?
The second goal?
Yeah.
I think there was a lot of things that could have been done. I don't think we can pinpoint one thing, on our returns, and we just have to do a better job sorting out and stopping when we come into our zone, and I think that would have been nullified.